class. Come in, class. Come here, class. Let me help break it down so that you guys understand this a little bit better. Come here. Pull out your notepad. Pull out your notepad, chat, because here we go. You guys ready? Good morning, class. That's when you say good morning, Professor Myth. All right, so we're gonna make a T-chart. So this is gonna be Badlands, and this is gonna be like RP with quotes around it because it's not a full RP server. All right, so Badlands. Both of these have different maps. Different maps, okay? So there's two different maps. RP has a safe zone that's to the south of the map that is divided with a white line that goes through it. So this is a safe zone. This one does not have a safe zone. No safe zone. But RP is allowed and has to be respected on Badlands. RP is welcomed. Okay? Divide. Okay, so RP is welcomed and it is allowed. But on Badlands, most of the tier 2, tier 3 monuments are north of the map. Tier 2, tier 3 monuments are north. So Abe has made it very clear that if you're a tryhard, you need to go north of the map. Like if you want to sweat, if you want to PvP, go north of the map and fuck it, have fun, do whatever the fuck you want. Like it could basically be like a death zone. So the north equals try hard. Okay. But like again, with this map, hold up, where the fuck? With this map, with Badlands, you could build bases in the north. Can build in the north. So you could set up your base and everything in the north. That's completely fine. With this one, no bases in the north. No bases in the north. These are two different maps. Two different type of areas. Okay, another thing for the divide, very few, okay, wait. Very few people are invited. Now on this map, they invited everyone, dude. They said, fuck it, dude. Many people, a lot more people on this one, on the Badlands. Is this making sense? So no raids. Basically on the divide there are going to be no raids. Well, okay, they might have ways to change it in the future, but as to the way that the rules are currently set up and the way that the server is set up, I'm pretty sure that there are no raids on divide, or there is no raiding on divide. Badlands has raiding and will have raiding. You invited both? No, myth not invited yet. I could still be invited. But right now, Right now they're keeping it a low amount of players because they want to test it out. There's a lot of new features that they need to test out, that they need to see if it works in general. So, you know, they're keeping it small, and it makes sense that they could test it out. That's completely fine, you know? Completely fine, completely understand that. It's completely fine. And honestly, I'm more excited to grind Badlands as well. Like, honestly, this is the server that you don't want to be behind on, you know? So I'm kind of cool with being behind on the RP server compared to being behind on the Badlands server, you know? Isn't RP divide like 30% RP and 70% PvP? There is no real divide. I wouldn't put anything into numbers. I think that's kind of misleading. But when you're thinking about the divide, just think that, listen, if you're above that, here, let me make a map. Let's say this is the map of Rust, right? There's like green and shit, right? And there's like brown. Let's say this is a map of Rust, right? This is a Rust map. There's going to be a white line right down the middle of the map. You see that? This white line means you're entering the PvP zone. So anything north of this line is PvP is allowed. But as it's currently set, there's no building bases. There's no building bases in that area, but PvP is completely allowed, and then you could obviously walk back out and dip. So this is a PvP zone, and then anything south of this line is a safe zone. Does that make sense? Like OSRS Wildy. No, exactly like OSRS Wildy. Exactly. Literally exactly. You can kill but not loot. Oh yeah, sorry. In the safe zone, yes, you could kill people, but you can't loot their bodies. They could loot whatever's on their bodies, but you can't. Sort of like how if you die in like one of the safe zones on the map, you just can't loot your body. Or no one could loot your body, it's just you that could loot it. Do you have team plans? Offline rating on Badlands? To be honest, I don't know. Let's find out. Rules. No offline rating. At least half of the group must be online, not just one person. No griefing, no door camping, no Discord outside calls. Try not to kill mindlessly. If you get too many complaints, you'll be looked into. Make Steam name identifiable. Try to discourage metagaming and stream hopping with toxic intent. PvP day 1, be mindful of the newer casual players. If you want to be competitive, try to move away from spawn. Alliances are okay unless PvPing. And that's basically the rules for that server. How about building walls around their base when they're offline? That's a lot. No, I'm joking. I don't know.